Good morning, y'all. It's Jeff, and here we are at the end of an era. And I feel like what I'm going to remember the most about this season is I don't think they ever took a break. I don't think in this 12 episode span they ever went on hiatus, and that is just unfathomable to me in this era. But I feel like where we are at this point right now, in such a short span of only 12 episodes, is insane. I feel this, I think I said this before, but this is the first Kaiju monster series I've watched. And I just feel like I don't feel like I need to watch any others because this one just offered so much. It just had, Kafka just brought so much, charm, and I feel like I could just go into that later. But where we are right now in the series is just insane. He's popping off against General Shinomiya, which I feel like Kikaru is not, she just doesn't have bystander energy to me, really. So I feel like, if there's time for her to hop in, she will. And so maybe it could be some sort of Kafka Kikaru standoff. But I don't know, there's just so many possibilities that my brain is spinning trying to think of them all. But I feel like it's not looking good for him in terms of being able to stay on the team. So that's my big concern for him right now. But yeah, I say let's find out. Let's get into it. Not once did I think to skip that opening. It's kind of wild to see them just lasering around while Kafka's life is blowing up. I wonder how many times that's been said in anime. I feel like we've really only gotten glimpses into Ichikawa's character. I feel like hopefully next season I'm optimistic that we're gonna get there has to be more to him than being a fanboy. He definitely has ambition. Well, Ichikawa is not the only one inspired by Kafka. I wonder who all was responsible for this decision. Oh, they got the change.org everything. Oh, that does not. See, that just made me worried, her saying that. God, do they have some sort of I hope they don't have any kind of live screen. Mina's gonna be... She's gonna tweak. Dang. I was so... Oh my gosh. The way I would want to leave right after that if I was her. That's the exact same scream from last episode, and it was a good one too. Oh god! Contorted his body. Ripped it in half almost. I was wondering, has the general come to regret this yet? Doesn't seem like it. Maybe now, though. Wow. This series is so phenomenal with keeping you on your toes. It's so, they ping pong, these fights. So good. Oh. That was risky. That was always, yeah, oh my gosh. Look at this. Kafka's a freaking natural disaster. Man, it's So they haven't picked on to the fact that Kafka's not in control yet. I would kind of love to see a fight between just two kaijus with no human interference. Totally missed what you just said. Man, I'm racking my brain on that one. Oh, was it maybe the general is trying to push Kafka to his limits to sort of break chill him out, I guess, get him back to his senses. How Kafka kind of has this dark side, but in a very newly presented kind of way. Or uniquely presented kind of way. Oh. That one looked like, fatal. Oh, bro. If Kafka dies, like, does that stop? That, I mean, I guess that would stop the sky. I can't tell if this thing has a mind of its own, or if it's using Kafka's body. There's a lot of layers here. The music. Oh my god, bro, they are showing out. That's how you know it's the end. Dude, is he getting bigger? Oh! It's like, no, I don't think I will stop, actually. He's really about to kill this man. Yeah, that's what it looks like. It's like, I will not... Look, the words and the actions aren't seeking Kafka. Feels like an empty threat now. Oh, oh my gosh, she poured her freaking heart out. Also seems like her and her dad are especially close, so I wonder if that is how she's bearing this for so long. Okay, I didn't even know what I thought happened. It looked like it like bit its head off. Where's Kafka going? Oh, okay, there's that regret. I didn't even know what to expect now. Just the first half of this episode has been crazy. Oh, it did like, but sever him. Is it Mina? That's wholesome and awesome, but honestly, I feel like I like Hikaru and Kafka more. It's like he risks killing himself. That whole like fantasy sequence with Mina coming in, I feel like I need to see more of her, I guess, next season, because it seems like Hikaru has really been the one who has been like building this like relationship that I almost wish it was like her in the dream sequence, but it seems like Mina's in game. Either way, that was big exhale. Boy. Like, the second that it's safe. They did not have that energy a minute ago. I was gonna say, yeah, this guy got called a name, so figured that he must be important. Dang, they're gonna get him treated. They're gonna get him treated. That's good. At least General Shinomiya like knows, like he sees that this is his doing and isn't just like gonna let Kafka suffer because of all this like pain that this dude put him through. Kafka really just went through it, like mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. Did Mina see that whole thing, or not? I don't think so. Conflict of interest. Yeah. Mina don't play, but she don't play by business. I can't believe they're not letting her sit down. It's wild. These like all men too. Oh. She's so impartial. She's so right for this. Yeah. You give that man his flowers. Like, this should be... That should have, like, put a rap to it right there. Bruh. Man, her, like, having to toe the line, because we know that she wants to advocate for him for real. But she has to really play it professionally. She... Mina knows how to play the game. Oh. This is actually exactly what I was asking for. Oh, he's a soft boy. We knew that though. Aww. I don't even know what she was crying about actually, but
Hibino Kafka が信頼に足る隊員かどうかを判断する決め手は何なのか
yeah, them fleshing out the relationship between them is exactly what I was hoping for. So I really feel like we're gonna get some more of that. I know we will.
私は信じます
Why? Yeah, she really... It's hard. It's a hard balance. Sure, she's never been in a position like that before. How do you even choose your words? Wild. Seems like their minds have already been, like, made up, though. Yeah. Oh, okay. Wow. Woke up surprised that he's alive. Yeah. Surprised the general thinks that he would even stand a chance. Dang. It's a pretty nasty scar. Ooh. But he's not on the force? Oh, they decide. He's a... I don't even know. So they do not see him as a human. This seems like... This seems like the most, like, rational way to go about this for now. Controlled. Controlled, this is very manipulative sounding. But maybe he's just phrasing it that way so he can blend in with these other... I feel like he's just saying what they want to hear. Or even not even that, he's appealing to them, like, to their emotions. They kind of saw through it, though. Interesting. Yeah. I feel like that was where my head was. That's where I felt like this was going. Kafka's like infinite quest to prove himself. He's got a lot of people to prove himself to. Kikaru and Mina and Shinomiya and Hoshina. Oh, look at that. Kafka had some goats advocating for him, so let's go. I want to see Ichikawa's reaction. She's gonna get stronger to kill him in case she has to. But Kafka literally, like, fought for his life. Nah, Ichikawa being like, I was supposed to announce it. Boy, he's got that blind faith. Oh, they're keeping this on the DL? That's gonna be hard. I feel like that's gonna come up. That's definitely gonna come up next season. Okay. This will, like, open up the gates for other, like, organizations to let kaijus in. Bruh. Is there more? It seemed like that would be the last words of the episode. These guys. Have we even seen them since, like, the literal first episode? He did that pretty quickly. Wow. Yeah, that's probably how he did it so fast. Oh, bro, do we got another traitor? Whom? Bruh, there we go. It is a wrap, and that was just a spectacular season finale. And I feel like what I was sort of saying, like, this is the first, like, monster series I've watched, and I just don't feel the need to watch anymore. Maybe I will if there's any good recommendations, because I just feel like this season in 12 episodes offered so much. Like, it had just the suspense of, like, the mystery of whether or not Kafka is going to be able to stay on the team as, like, this overarching plot. Like, the fights were so creative, because even thinking about it, like, it involved a lot of, I guess, I don't know if you would call it strategy per se, but Kafka, like, taking from, like, his life lessons and his previous jobs and, like, using what he's, like, picked up to, like, make these observations. So it's not even just, so there's, like, so much, like, thought put into them, too. I think that's just incredible. These own characters with their individual motivations and flaws, and a lot of the motivations just come down to, you know, Mina, and they even, like, hyped her up so much in this episode, too, and I'm glad they sort of gave us a little more snippets into her background with Kafka, because I'm really gonna need to, like, see more of that to understand the hype between her. I mean, I understand the hype when she has her, like, big cannon, obviously, but other than that, I'm going to, like, need to see a bit more from her so I can, like, hop on that hype train. And the fact that Kafka, he's just such an everyman. At the end of the day, I feel like Kafka's really just a dude who's trying to prove himself. He's not necessarily trying to be the best per se, but he just wants to be acknowledged. I think that that's such a great and, like, realistic goal that's not too lofty. It's just something that I feel like is really right on the table for a lot of people. I have no idea when Season 2 is going to come out, but I feel like when it does, I'm looking forward to a lot more of sort of like this. Seems like they're really setting up these, like, revelations for Kafka to, like, be leaked that they have a kaiju, and so maybe other organizations will, like, find out they have the same, even if they're unknowingly, because there's definitely, like, traitors we know for a fact, like, implementing, and so I'm definitely sort of interested to see, like, how that, like, uproots the structure of the force. And a lot of where the relationship with Kafka and Kikuru goes, because it seems like they're just bros, but personally I want them to be endgame, but it definitely, like, for a matter of fact, seems like that's going to be with Mina. But we don't always get what we want. But yeah, this great series altogether, and definitely looking forward to Season 2.